Hello everybody, thank you for watching this newest episode of Cooking with Chris. Today's recipe is a herb white bean puree, which can be used as a potato substitute. If you are a fan of beans, this would be a one for you. I, in my fact, am not a fan of beans. I did try the recipe, it was pretty good. I did add a few things to it to add a little flavor to it, one being a ranch flavoring. It did make it a little bit better for my palate, but if you like eating beans, then you probably will like this recipe. So, let's get cooking. Okay guys, first step in this recipe is one, we're going to fill up a large saucepan with some water like I have here. And then what we're going to do is turn the heat up on high and boil the water. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to add about 3 teaspoons of garlic powder. If you don't have garlic powder and you have fresh garlic, it's 3 cloves. So, let's add that. And then what we'll do is we'll let this boil. Okay, now that our water and garlic mixture is now boiling, what we're going to do is we're going to add our 2 cans of white kidney beans. And what you want to do before you do this is you want to drain them off. So put them in a colander and run some water over them, just so you get all the stuff from the can out of them. And what you're going to do is let this come to a boil. Okay, now that our bean mixture is boiling, what we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of the liquid, and we're going to save that for after we do the next part. We'll use this in conjunction with when we mix everything together. So what we want to do next is take our beans in a colander and strain out the liquid, and then put them into a bowl to start mixing. If you have a food processor, use the food processor. That's the way it's suggested you do it. Okay, now that we got our mixture in the bowl, we're going to have to, I don't have a food processor, so I have to use a mixer, which might vary in the results. But we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of dry parsley and 1 teaspoon of dry sage into this. And then also into the mixture, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. As always, I will do the ingredients list. So there's all the ingredients. Then also, you will want to add a little bit of salt and pepper, which I've got the handy little grinders for both of them. So what we'll do is we'll mix this together. Also, if it gets a little too dry, you can always put in some of the stock you have, which will help out with the moisture level. So what you want to do is try to get this to mash up as best you can. Okay, once your mixing is done, you should have what looks like a very thick paste like this. What you can do is you can add a little salt, a little pepper to it to season it. If you want to, you probably could also add like ranch seasoning to give it a little bit different taste. This is all done now, so what we'll do is going to try a little plate of it and go from there. Okay, everybody, here's what we got, our puree. It looks a little like mashed potatoes. It's not quite as white. I did add a little bit of a ranch seasoning, which I have for my popcorn. So let's try it out. It definitely is interesting. It's got the same, almost the same texture as potatoes. Really not bad. So, there's a recipe for a potato substitute. I'll give it a thumbs up. Hope you enjoy this. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Chris. If you do like this recipe, I hope you do give it a shot. Also, leave a comment below or even a video response. Myself, it was a good recipe. Not something I'm going to make every time I want potatoes, because I'd rather have potatoes. So, thanks for watching this episode, and keep on cooking.